Republicans are being targeted with bogus 911 calls designed to have them shot by the cops. It's called swatting, where haters call emergency hotlines to report fake violent crimes like kidnapping or active shootings at a specific address, so SWAT teams show up with guns drawn. This can be deadly.
Behind your back.
Walk to me, please.
Walk this way, right here. Come here.
Walk to me.
Keep your hands up. Hands up. Hands up.
Show your hands. Walk this way. Walk.
Some Americans who were swatted died of heart attacks. Others were fatally shot. 2 days after Christmas, Florida Senator Rick Scott was swatted. A 911 call claimed Rick Scott's house was the scene of a discovered love affair turned kidnapping turned extortion attempt. Oh, and there was a bomb.
It seems like it's people that have supported Israel, Trump supporters, people like me up for re-election that they're going after because they want something bad to happen. They want to have a deadly incident.
Rick Scott was one of several Republicans swatted over the holidays. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Republican Congresswoman from Georgia, was victimized. A caller claimed her house was the scene of a murder-suicide in progress. MTG, as she's called, is well armed. And with law enforcement showing up to an urgent call like that, the Congresswoman or the police could misread the situation and it could turn deadly in an instant. Luckily, since Marjorie Taylor Greene's been swatted at least 8 times, police stood down. But she might be the most swatted politician in America. Police have shown up to her house, responding to various false 911 calls, one claiming there were body parts in her bathtub, which is why I don't take bubble baths. They give the wrong impression. These callers are difficult to apprehend because they use proxies to spoof their locations and disguise their identities. And if they are ID'd, swatting isn't even against federal law. And a lot of the time, the callers are minors. It's very difficult to prosecute because it hasn't been legislated. So let's talk with a legislator who knows a little thing or two about swatting. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Congresswoman, what's it like when cops show up thinking there's an active shooter situation in your living room?
It's actually terrifying, Jesse. The first time it happened to me, it was right after I introduced a bill to stop the transgender surgeries on children and to stop puberty blockers being given to children because kids need to grow up before they make those kind of decisions. And it was a trans activist that started these calls on me. And you can see this video in my home where I had to go to the door in the middle of the night where the SWAT team had showed up. They had gun in hand. They had been told that I had murdered someone and I was ready to either commit suicide and that I was willing to shoot police officers when they came to my house. It's extremely serious, Jesse. It's so serious that not only has it happened to me 8 times, it's also happened to my family members. Both of my daughters were swatted over Christmas, along with dozens of other congressmen, women, senators, and state government officials as well. And Jesse, I have to tell you, I've been very frustrated. I've expected the FBI to be able to track these people down. I've expected the Department of Justice to be able to go after these people. And now it has risen to such a level where not only have I been swatted 8 times, the Speaker of the House has been swatted, senators have been swatted, and I've started to ask, is this an attack on our government as well as an attack on the police? And is the Biden administration capable of handling what is happening with attempted assassinations on government officials? Because we know the Biden administration is not capable of stopping the invasion at the southern border, which has surely brought terrorists into our country.
It's odd because the FBI can indict some Russian no one's ever heard of halfway around the world, but they can't find someone who's making a prank call. By the